Is it spooky?
It's spooky. Should be.
Well, I don't know. It's got tentacles. I don't know if that's inherently spooky. It makes me think of other things.
I'm welcoming of the tentacles. Bring me the tentacles.
My initial thought isn't fear. It's like,
oh no.
Oh no.
Please launch the game. Where is the game? It says it's running.
People have been using the word yikes a lot, and I'm really into it. I'm into the yikes.
And big oof. And that's a hot take.
I don't say that's a hot take.
I'm vibing mad, bro.
Wow, you said that in a way that doesn't...
What a mood.
What? Oh, God. Current mood.
Not even current mood. No, it's like, wow, what a mood. Referring to like an image of like some person's expression or whatever.
Gosh.
Like this mood here. I can't keep up. The slang slang moved fast, I feel like, in the last few years. I'm like, it completely changed and eclipsed itself really quickly.
It's meme culture.
I think it's opening up. There we go. Now the game showed up. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wasn't sure if it was going to happen.
That's an F mood. That's just F mood. The Norwegian Film Institute did this.
It claims to have limited controller support, so I'm hoping this will work out. Only the middle cube is barely visible.
As opposed to what else? Is there?
There's other cubes a little bit.
Oh, okay.
See?
Oh, I see. I like when they hide little like they hide little images.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like, it's usually for scary games, and they put scary things around the outside.
Scary thing.
Cool, scary pictures.
The Moons of Madness. How you doing? Hey everybody, we're doing a Let's Try of Moons of Madness for Patreon subscriber Daniel A. Leahy, and also Stephanie is here.
Oh, like Mr. Leahy.
Which one are we talking about?
Oh, I was talking about Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's good.
Special bonus guest Stephanie is also here.
Yeah.
So like
is that really a bonus though?
I don't know.
I'm sorry
that's what I was about
for
to
you
say.
all.
I was about to say that. Like you won the Let's Try lottery, you got an extra person on it, unless you don't like Stephanie,
sorry.
in which case, sorry.
Mr. Leahy. Put on a shirt,
here.
Randy. Fucking. Yep. Sorry, Mr. Leahy.
Mr. Leahy, if that is your real name.
If that is your real name.
For Y-axis, yes.
If Stephanie is my real name.
New game. It says it has controller support, so I'm hoping that works, because it's easier to play these two-person sessions with a controller than to try to take central stage on the keyboard and mouse. But what does limited controller support mean?
Yeah.
It's different for every game. It's a gambit.
Define limited.
You never know.
You can take up the whole center stage, it's fine.
No controller support is technically limited controller support.
I suppose so.
It's a trap. So this is in the Perfect World universe, I think it's called,
Good morning. Tactical Research Group in association with... Welcome to...
I need this command every
Apparently
day.
limited control support means no controller support. All right.
Take center stage, Keith.
Yep. Just gonna have to get in here. All right. Yeah. Oh no, there's like a cable in the way. I'm like not prepared for this. Okay.
Oh gosh, what kind of Let's Play are you?
Everything's fine. It's just impromptu setup change. Got it.
It's my fault. Get out of bed, Keith.
Do you want... Oh, right. Now I've got to uninvert Y-axis. No! This is a disaster. Everybody look away. Okay, wake up call. Oh, those aren't commands. This is called wake up call. Gotcha.
Oh, I thought that was a command too.
Yeah. Like I have to pick one. I bet you
Wake up or
Oh, look at
call.
the head-shaped depression.
You got a big head.
And it's like concave on the back.
That's where your neck goes.
No, I mean because like the middle of the back is sticking up.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe it's because I'm so sweaty that the part of it stuck to me and like got pulled up while I was getting up. I don't know, it looks like
I like how even in the in-game universe you're calling yourself sweaty.
Doesn't it look like a mouth?
Yes.
Like it looks
Like a
like those are
palate.
teeth.
The hard
and then that's the
palate?
tongue. Yeah. Gross. Madness. Huh. I'm circling locations. Are we not constantly spinning in space?
What's on your to-do list? What does it say?
Turn off sprinklers, oxygenator diagnostics,
Oxygenator.
and tune the biogauge. You're like a planet made of hexagons. We could go further in reinforcing this idea that whenever they either have a dragon or they have Lovecraftian stuff, there's always columnar jointing. There's a planet made of hexagonal pillars there.
Nothing to me is more alien than hexagons. Am I right? That's so unnatural. I can't look at those.
It weirdly just kind of became a trope that everyone unspokenly
look, even your
combined.
direction thingy is a hexagon.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
Are you looking at the bottom left? What are you looking at?
Oh, it's gone now. But when you're look on the floor mat too.
Oh, it's the arrival.
There?
That's a Venn diagram.
No, it's arrival. Shh. They never turn away.
Let's see here.
Is the edge of my vision swimming? It is. Look at the bottom.
So you got Declan, you got Jose, you got Luna,
Josie.
and maybe Lucas, and then Lucas.
Reigning chess champion, Josie.
Hey Josie.
Creepy shadow drawing. Do not use permanent marker on the erase board.
That is rude.
But also, blood.
Yeah, don't use blood on the erase board.
Oh, Cyrano
either.
arrival in 0 days.
Oh, Cyrano. Like Cyrano de Bergerac.
De Bergerac. Oh, is that what you're talking about? The when you said hexagon, the waypoint?
Yeah, I don't know. It was I don't know.
I thought you meant the bottom left, like loading / saving icon. And I'm like, that's a weird square.
Square is hexagons.
Okay. Alright, seizure warning, everybody. It's gonna be one of those games.
Just one of those games. Sorry everyone. I made you all think of Limp Bizkit again.
Yeah. There's a neocranium video where that just kept coming up over and over again.
What is that?
Just one of those days.
Hey, when I was a kid, my mom used to let me listen to that song on the way to school, and she was like, just don't say the bad words when you get to school. And I said, okay.
Can I just point out, we walked through one room and we've already gone full tentacle.
I'm okay with that.
Horror games.
Let's walk through more rooms. Let's see how much more tentacle we can do.
It's considered of them to do this in a let's try. Like, I'm doing a let's try, so going 0 to 100 is really helpful, but I'm so used to horror games taking like fucking 2 hours to build up to the thing happening.
What happened to you?
There's a silhouette in front of me.
No, I did, but you seem hurt by it.
Yeah, I'm losing my I'm losing my mind. I'm gaining my madness. Broken.
I've never heard anyone phrase it that way.
Yeah.
I'm gaining some madness.
Gaining madness points. That's what happens in D&D and like Elder Sign and stuff. All the mechanical.
These tentacles look really muddy.
They also look like they have eyeballs. Am I having a dream right now and it's gonna be like a false start? Or did we really go full apocalyptic the moment the game opened?
No, I mean, I hope so. I like that.
Normally you like meet some characters and there's some what? And there's like some level of normalcy and then it gets worse over time.
Yeah, they didn't really establish what normalcy was.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I have a certain. Do you see I had a Venn diagram on my hand?
No, I didn't.
I have like a little.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I've got like tattoos. Hey.
Hey, you know what? I wonder, I mean, this might be a stretch, but we saw tentacles, right? Tentacles have little suction cups on them. I wonder if they're playing with that imagery.
Maybe.
Because when you get attacked by an octopus.
I don't think these tentacles have suction cups on them though.
No, but in the menu screen.
Yeah.
But like when you get like attacked by an octopus, you get little suction cups on your, because they actually have little ridges on them. So
that's how they know. That's how they know. That's most of their evidence about giant squids and stuff like that.
Is on whales.
Is that whales are covered in scars from fighting them.
Yeah, from the
Although I saw a video recently about people found an egg sac from giant squids, and it was just like a giant fucking balloon in the middle of the ocean, just kind of hovering around, waiting to hatch, just full of like countless squid, little babies inside of it.
I wonder what did they do with it?
They just kind of filmed it a bit.
Yeah, as I say, I don't think they can remove it.
No, they're just like, look at this fucking shit. Document this, because it's 1 in a million just to have this pass you by in the giant abyss of the ocean. Also, let's leave before the giant squid arrives.
No, I was just saying. I was pretty excited because I saw like the first live footage of them like catching a giant squid on tape, and they did. It was like one of those cameras that takes a picture like every 10 seconds or so. I watched that on like Discovery Channel, and I was really excited about it. And my family was there, and they were not as excited about it. And I was like, "But look, there's a picture. We have a picture of a live one. It's a big deal." And they're like, "Oh yeah, Stephanie."
These all seem to be dead ends. Oh, right.
Are you pulling to me right now?
This is where I'm using this guy. There we go. Wait.
Oh.
Did we really need the crowbar if I could just do this with my hands, apparently? I didn't expect him to just pivot to hand strength. I didn't think that was going to be an option.
I think when you were doing that, a shadow passed over the entry.
I would not be too surprised. Oh, I'm in slow-mo. That means something's going to happen.
Come, blow out the candle.
Blow out the candle. It occurs to me. Boop. There you go, everybody.
I love subtitles. I watch everything with subtitles.
I don't. But it's good to let's play with them. Oh, was I right? Is it a dream? And now everything's normal?
What was that?
Oh my gosh.
I nailed it.
Keith.
It's a cold open.
Okay?
And he's gonna be like, that didn't mean anything.
Oh my gosh. I'll have to check the readings, but that may have been our biggest quake yet.
I hope.
Standard procedure.
Hey, there's the chess
You know what to
champion.
do. If there's any critical damage to the base, let me know.
Ooh, I just put my bed away.
No problem.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Van Buren, you will assist me at the landing site for the Cyrano. Declan, you're on comms. Find any system issues, relay them to Shane.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Switch to a private frequency, Declan. No chatter on open channels. Over and out.
Private channel time.
Yes.
Ooh.
Lovely hematite.
I wonder which character are you?
I think my hands are clean now.
Well, yeah, because
And what better way to start the day than assessing possible life-threatening damage from minor seismic activity?
Beautiful.
That's what I've been told.
I was gonna say that this makes more sense because now it's like, oh, we're on a planet. I get it, we're not in space, but the planet's still spinning, so you can't just like circle.
yeah, you know,
home.
well, I don't think I was trying to figure that out too. I was like, is it supposed to be an overlay for?
Maybe it was just at one particular moment he did this sketch. It's kind of an exercise.
Yeah.
Chess wins. Me versus Declan.
So you suck because
No, we won 4 times.
yeah, but Josephine beat you,
Oh, yeah.
so you're still losing.
But apparently we don't
Get
care about
good.
Josephine's wins.
She seems like she was in charge, so maybe she should just be winning. Oh, I got a note from your dad.
No, we dropped.
Oh
it.
wait, the back.
Yeah, I saw that. Good luck out there, sport. Dad.
Oh,
Am I the
ooh.
dad?
No, I
No.
think.
Oh, that's me as a baby.
Yeah, you have a handsome
Me as a
dad.
baby.
Should
0509.
memorize this.
I like how it
I should memorize
no
this, but
kidding.
instead it's on the back of a. That's what I told you to do today.
What? Oh,
'Cause you're
don't,
like-
don't tell. Well, I was gonna say, what,
you
it's fine.
You wanted to remember a number, so I was like, you should put that on the back of a thing that you'll keep around.
It's my dog's microchip number.
And then like that specific thing happens immediately. I don't know how this keeps happening to us.
We've played video games before, so our brains just have that idea.
Yeah. Well, we keep having weird things where we're having that effect where everything we think of then happens.
It comes up
immediately.
later.
Yeah.
It's called coincidence.
It's like you went and got the. So you're talking about your peanut style Christmas tree.
Yeah, so I have the
and then
sad
talking
Charlie Brown
about
Christmas
that,
tree.
Then you want to talk about that like you go home and you want to die song.
Okay, it's a Smiths.
And then somebody immediately
Keith doesn't know the
But then
Smiths.
somebody immediately posted unrelated to that the fucking Peanuts comic with those lyrics in it. It's like what
yeah,
the
so it was
fuck?
it
How
was
is this happening?
Oh, what's the song called? Dang it. How Soon Is Now by the Smiths. I was talking about how sad the lyrics are to that song because I'm a lonely kid and I like lonely kid music. And then I was talking about Charlie Brown
Here we
and how
go.
the Charlie Brown Christmas special makes me cry every year because they're fucking mean to him about his cute ass Christmas tree.
Oh. Please be aware of the new security update that's taking place tomorrow. You might be stuck in your room for a while. Write down the code somewhere so you'll remember it. I already did. That's how I got into this.
Oh, so you're Shane.
Am I? Yeah, Shane Newehart. With an extra E.
Newehart.
With its confusing E. Security level 1. We're bottom bitch.
It's alright.
Yeah, how do I... There we go.
Gotta start
Like a
somewhere.
mouse wheel. Hey Declan, can't find anything listed for troubleshooting the solar arrays coding. I've run diagnostic each time, but nothing out of the ordinary. It's starting to become a daily thing. Time to file the issue with command, I think. Even if they can shoot me a workaround, it's better than constantly triggering auxiliary power. Shane. How do I scroll up? Good, good morning there, sport. Wilcox was kind enough to let you sleep in a little today.
That's
nice. Also
nice.
means that Dr. Van Buren is tagging along on the EVA.
I read
to
Ava.
the
Like
Cyrano landing site. Ava. So I'll put a pin on the issue with command until she's back. I know Lucas has been tinkering with some biogauge code, so check with him first. Plus, you'll have a chance to catch up with the doctor. Make some small talk. Your Manticore NDA has been revised?
Manticore.
The fuck's a Manticore?
Manticore is...
What?
I just know that because of fetish art, but Manticore is like a monster.
Invictus mission, survey of microbial life on... So Manticore must be a microbe we found?
I think it's like a something furry, and then it has like a snake tail. Someone in the chat's gonna eviscerate me for not knowing
I think
that,
a Manticore is the crazy one. That's like, it's like a lion body and head with like also a goat head sticking out the side of its neck, and it has a scorpion tail.
Yeah, it's got,
and like,
yeah.
And like it's like a bunch of animals mashed together. It's nuts. You fight one at the beginning of Dragon's Dogma, and then more times because they didn't have the resources to make that many enemies.
Damn.
The rule of two is an exciting concept. When we discover one example of a phenomenon in the cosmos, it is an anomaly, given the vastness of the universe. If two examples are found, it implies that there are many more millions, billions, trillions. As of now, we are only certain of life on Earth, an anomaly. But if all we have to do is find a second. Any life will do, even primitive alien microbes, even fossils of microbial life billions of years dead. That one finding will open up a universe teeming with life. All we have to do is get to two.
We were talking about this recently.
Oops.
But bypassed security from my room. Door's unlocked now.
I love like the concept.
I didn't know we were locked in.
Oh, yeah. Apparently you're bottom bitch, so you get locked in your room until you're allowed to leave.
Oh no.
Oh, here, I'll read this one. Dear Dad. Oh, I have a confession. I want to tell. No. Hey there. No, that's too casual. I've already rewritten this letter 6 times. I'll probably rewrite it several more. I have a lot of time before I can actually send it to you. I'll put it in plain. I'm not in Antarctica. Wow, he lied to his dad big time. The expedition doesn't exist, or if it does, I'm not on it. I went a little farther. I went to Mars. I hope you can forgive me. The deception is not a slight. The company takes their secrecy very seriously. In fact, you will already probably have seen me again in person before I'm allowed to send this to you. I want you to hear it from me. I want you to know I love you. But I really want to tell you... Oh, that's it.
This is a pretty standard feature in video games. I think it's both to help if the writing's too illegible, but also because they can localize this into every language that they want to localize it into.
True.
So, because I played games in other languages,
and they do that.
And you're like, oh, well, this looks neat, but I can't read any of it. Boop, and then you can read it because it's like Taiwanese or something, and you're like, well, I like that I can see it in its original language.
That is very nice. Helps with the world's building. You shouldn't have like a Taiwanese game and then just have English written everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what do I have my degree in?
I was gonna say, yeah, look at your degree.
Yeah.
Not to tell you how to do your job, Keith, but you know.
Miskatonic University. Oh.
Nope,
I can't
it's
zoom
fine.
it.
Just know that you're a smart guy.
Who has a degree. I mean, I'm in space. I mean, well, not anymore. Or technically you're always in space, but right now I'm as in space as we are right now, which is not. I thought that was physically there for a second there.
Well, the rest of the team's out dusting the landing pad, and Dr. Volkova's apparently deep into her biocultivation duties. So, I guess that means you have the base all to yourself.
And where are you?
Oh, you do have the tentacle marks still.
The great unknown, on duty at the satellite dish, and currently communicating, which is technically my job, kind of.
Okay, so everything's the same except the circles are gone. But yeah, I always have those rings on my hand, apparently.
I like, oh, someone wrote okay under there in permanent marker.
It's probably in permanent marker.
What an asshole. That was probably you.
You think I'm that guy?
No, because you're
I'm like the guy from The Martian.
I've actually never seen The Martian.
Don't.
Okay.
Read it. Read it and never see it. So if you like details and all the interesting science things and stuff, then read it. The movie is just an inspirational Spielberg movie that completely sands off all the interesting elements, and I don't know why people liked it. I'm
not like always super into outer space theming, but ooh, specimens. Ooh, we're gonna see animals. I think the only outer space movies I really like would be like 2001 Space Odyssey, and then all the aliens. Yeah, Total Recall is a great one.
And the Hell one that we had in the pile.
The Hell one.
It's got the guy from Jurassic Park.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that yet?
No, I know,
Oh.
I know that's like a big one.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, fuck, what is that?
I can't think of it right now. Do not attempt to access bad places we're not supposed to be in. Give teammates lower security. Do not let lower security people into places not supposed to be in. I'll pass on this due to limited time for now. Hexagons, always hexagons.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's like a natural shape, and so I
Yeah.
think you just associate that with like not nature.
Who's pooping up the plant?
What's up with the lights?
Look at those tomatoes.
Getting some odd spikes of
Delicious.
power as the batteries kick in. Hey, you just hang tight while I do your job for you, okay? No, have a coffee. No, really, take a load off.
Oh, you haven't seen that yet. I think you put it away. You're like, this is too heavy for me right now. When
Wait,
we're
yeah,
picking out horror movies.
We had like a short amount of
I
time.
thought you'd seen it before.
No,
Hexagons.
I'm aware that I need to watch it.
Yeah. Hexagons forever. We should watch that and Sunrise back to back.
I don't know what that is either.
That's the Cillian Murphy similar horror movie.
Orochi.
Orochi. It has Orochi letter. Oh, so our company's Orochi. Gotcha. It's got Orochi letterhead, so it's official. Replacement photo ID pictures for your approval. Commander Wilcox. You clean up pretty nice. Oh.
Who is that in relation to?
Yeah.
Who's Delapore?
Excuse me. Inapprops. What is Orochi?
Orochi. Okay.
So I know Orochi. I think Orochi might be snake related or something.
I was gonna say Orochimaru.
Yeah. So like I think it's snake related because Orochimaru is a snake person.
Yes,
But my
like
reference
him.
point is Warriors Orochi, which is the cross universe thing for Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors and all that.
Is it snake related?
Yeah. So that's pretty snake related too.
Somalia.
Marine histories. I don't like how there's no consistency to which directions the text faces from each spine to another.
That's how I organize my books
driving me
because I'm
crazy.
a fucking monster.
Source code. Is that about the concept of source code, or is it the book adaptation of the movie Source Code? These books are fucking backwards. How dare you? Who makes bookshelves in video games? You're all Satan.
It's Stephanie. It's me.
They're
I did
fucking
it.
backwards.
I did it.
Why do you hide? Is that your shame pile?
Yeah.
I mean,
where I
I'm
put all
sure.
the
I'm
porn.
sure you have a shame pile.
Yes.
But why do these people have a shame pile in space? Also, that's terrible.
Keep your
formatting.
shame pile in your room.
Look at the American Dreams font. That's the worst way to write your spine. It's unreadable. I hate it.
Yeah. I know they say not to judge a book by its cover, but I definitely do.
Judging the shit out of that book.
It's
Maze.
unfortunate sometimes because there are some books that I really, really enjoy and I already know I like them.
Yeah.
But I'll buy a copy of it where the cover is something I don't like to look at. So I'll actually make myself a fake book sleeve.
Oh, that's fun.
Especially books where they show a picture of the character on the front because I don't want to picture them myself.
That's your chance to use life skills from school. Where they'd make us use the
Oh yes, I forgot about
they
that.
had to make like covers for all of our books so that they could survive being in a backpack.
Yeah, my
'Cause
books
they're like,
did not
listen,
survive.
Listen, we don't get funding. We're gonna have to make these books last 30 years.
My favorite example was I read
These are a lot of unique
American
books.
Psycho, and the cover I bought had a picture on the front, but I wanted to picture fucking the actor. What's his name?
Oh, that bothers me. 10 is capitalized and arrows is lowercase.
Well, don't tell them how to do their own
The
book.
graphic design is fucking awful on basically all
Christian
of these
Bale.
books. They're horrible. But I can appreciate that there's so many unique ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had to put a bunch of, and I feel like
Except for
they
that
all
one keeps
look
showing up,
they all look
yeah.
like real books, but none of them are
that looks
actually.
like a Shel Silverstein book right there, Stairway Up.
No, his books are cool. They're all like burlap looking.
I have two of them down there.
I might have the.
I have like Where
I
the
think I have
Sidewalk Ends
two of them
and
too.
something else.
I might have the full collection. I used to have all of them, but I lost a couple. I treasure them. Hector the Collector is one of my favorite poems
Can you check
ever.
your biogauge and see if your daily objectives have been updated?
Copy that.
Your daily objectives. Yum, yum,
Bacon and
yum.
eggs it is.
Oh God,
Is that what that is? Consume.
it looks like a fish stick.
I'm the Lovecraftian monster. Savory oatmeal.
Ew! Oh no.
Ugh. Savory. Is oatmeal supposed to be savory?
I don't know.
I've only had oatmeal a couple of times, and
I don't
I
care much
never
for
liked it, but I definitely mixed in cinnamon and milk.
Everyone likes the dinosaur
On
ones.
pain of death to your dishes.
They have little dinosaur eggs in them, and when you pour milk, the dinosaur eggs dissolve because they're made out of sugar, and there's little dinosaurs inside.
I don't like oatmeal at all.
No.
Savory sounds like the wrong flavor for it.
The texture's off-putting.
Crap.
You forgot your thing.
I seem to have misplaced my bio gauge.
Josie saw it in the lab on her way out. Told me to tell you. Better get it before you do anything else. Speaking of which, that should do it. I fixed the lounge door to the lab.
Will we ever see these characters? Do you think this game ever even shows them? I bet you're not.
Do you think they're real?
I think you maybe see them when they're dead.
I feel like of these three, that's the one I would eat, but I'm not entirely sure what it is. For some reason, it looks more edible.
It's most colorful. If you look at the top of the one in the
That
middle,
looks like dog food.
it's really like the top doesn't make sense. Like it's smooth.
Oh yeah, no, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't. They just made it a shape and then put a texture over it, which I kind of did to all of them. But these ones have squares sticking out of them to make them look textured.
Yeah, no shame. It's all good. I don't really care that much. I just thought it was interesting.
It's just
Game
how you make
developer.
these things work. Africa.
It's funny stories. That's what it says.
Funny stories in Africa.
I guess. Funny stories happen
Ain't
everywhere.
nobody working out.
Hell no.
Research lab. That's supposed to be where I lost it.
There's a Capri Sun.
Nutrient paste pouches.
Oh, I thought Capri Sun. I would love a Capri Sun right now.
It's.
So weird. Deja vu.
Oh, it's like your dream.
Oh no.
Stuck door in the dream I had. That's not a
You don't have to explain it to me,
That's
dude.
Weird.
You're forgetting the last 3 times something malfunctioned in this over-engineered campsite.
You gotta remember, video games don't respect you. They definitely are like, no, I have to explain the resonance of the scene, and I can't just subtly let it be like echoes and let you pick up on the very not subtle idea. A lot of games are just like, nope, I gotta explain this and why I'm being clever with my screenwriting.
The lack of respect makes me feel at home.
Yeah, that's what Kubrick was famous for, was explaining all of his ideas.
Who?
Is that
Kubrick.
bio gauge?
Oh,
That's what he did all the time. Every time he did something in a movie, he would then stop for 10 minutes to explain what the scene just did.
Stanley Kubrick, I love you.
He definitely didn't just like randomly
He's dead, I
just
think.
run
Maybe?
right past the idea. Like, was that a guy in a fursuit giving a guy a blowjob? Like, no, we gotta explain the scene.
They don't-
They gotta know exactly what it means.
Yeah, that's definitely what happens in that movie. I definitely didn't think about that over and over and over again as a
Find something
child.
that can fit in there. Declan, I found the bio gauge, but it won't turn on. I need to reset it.
Find something small and thin. A pen should
I already
work.
figured it
No,
out.
I can't believe they're fucking explaining this to me. I'm mad at them. I'm actually mad at them.
They're assholes.
You should be able to reboot your security system now. Just scan the servers with the bio gauge.
I'm more mad because I don't think it was even a hole. I think it was a button. You just press.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a little pinhole.
I-
And also that pen was too fat to reset the kinds of things you have to
I was gonna say
reset.
what I use for that are earrings.
What's fresh? That's
I usually pull my earring out and I use that for those little reset buttons. You get it? But like that was not one of those things I was thinking of.
You're in fucking space, dude.
Hey, yeah, you obviously have a degree. It's on your wall.
It took me 1 second to solve the puzzle. Like, I don't know. It won't reset. What'll it do? I don't know. Maybe find something small to press the button. Like, I swear to God, you guys are engineers.
Okay, I mean, I would say
What's with the Petrushka dolls?
I manage people for a living,
they're called.
and I have to explain things way more than I think I have to sometimes. So it wouldn't surprise me if like we're just smart people, Keith.
But they put a waypoint on it anyway. It's like they already expect that I need a waypoint to find it, but then they have to also explain it. That's a little rough.
We're just smart, okay?
Oops. Scan.
We're smarter than the average bear. You scanned to nothing.
I thought there we go.
Oh, and
Premier
Anansi,
security,
that means spider.
connect.
That means spider.
Yes. And Nancy does?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, Anansi.
Uh-oh. You don't want to hear a warning.
Manual override required.
The quake probably knocked the panels out of alignment. This has been an ongoing issue. I'll have to adjust the solar panels manually.
Invictus. I think that's just a... What is Invictus? Oh, I was thinking that's a movie, but I think that movie's about sports.
You're thinking of...
It's just it's because we're so obsessed with history that we use the same words for stuff over and over again. Like we'll name a planet after it, and then a ship after it, and then a boat after it, and you know.
I know what you're talking about.
Invictus.
I think of Icarus.
No, Invictus is something else.
Icarus is a sports movie.
I think
it's a documentary. It's very good, actually.
Oop.
Invictus. I don't know. There are a lot of names here. We got Orochi, we got Manticore, we got Invictus.
Manticore is an organization too. Yep, so we have Manticore, Orochi, and Invictus.
There was some more too, but...
Yeah. And I guess I can't be that surprised because the game itself is based on Lovecraft.
Oh, and their ship's called Cyrano.
Yeah, Cyrano. Not thinking of a lot of new words this time around. They have so many books. You don't need world history. We're in space.
Yeah, what about space history?
It's not this world. Those would left their fucking cookies at. I hate those, by the way.
Those cookies?
Things that are shaped like that. Like, they're so fucking dry and chewy.
Well, how do you know that? You don't know what those are going to be like.
Yeah, but there's food here that looks exactly like that. And they're, like, really unsavory.
We have somewhat healthy food here. So I don't know what you're eating. I don't know what you're eating in the kitchen.
I used to have
finding some weird things.
Again. I used to have a Nature Box subscription for a bit.
Oh, I
had stuff coming in.
I had something like that too.
And some of them were nice, and some of them were.
Yeah, it wasn't worth what I was paying for it. Although I don't think it was the exact same one. I also did those meal prep services for a while.
I've made a mistake by coming up here. It's just a giant loop.
Kiki. Sorry, my dog's being annoying. Go away, dog.
We need Kiki to lick us.
Keith is trying to focus.
So we can recover from how hot it is. It's hot today. It's a problem.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna need a jacket when I walked Kiki today, but I did not.
California can't adapt to what month it is.
I remember I always think back to when I would go trick-or-treating on Halloween and I didn't want to wear a jacket because it would ruin my costume. That has not been a problem for the last like 5 years.
Go to the solar panel site. Have you noticed that sometimes I have waypoints?
Yes.
I was confused by that. I'll sometimes see little tiny yellow hexagons with arrows in the corner of my screen, and then they'll go away again. And I'm like, what? Why? Where'd you go? I mean, this is obviously not the right place. Let's look for signs. Storage, greenhouse research, infirmary. These are not solar panels.
No. Wait. The greenhouse might have solar panels? Isn't that where you just were, though?
Greenhouse, living area, research lab. I think the greenhouse is closed off.
I see.
Oh, it's just local interactions. That's what the waypoints are. They're not actually... They're not objective markers. It's the game telling me that I'm near something I can click on. The rec room. Greenhouse. Bathroom. Well, most places are closed, so that'll definitely narrow down my choices.
Well, that was the airlock. So I'm wondering if are the solar panels on the outside of the thing? Did you go through the airlock to get out there to fix them? That makes me think that's what you should do.
There we go. We gotta get decked out.
I think my favorite space game will always be Dead Space.
Oh shit.
No offense to every other space game.
I dug Alien Isolation a lot. The main thing though is just so fucking long.
I just know
it's a very long time to be exhausted. 2
Alien games that came out somewhat around the same time, and one of them was good.
Colonial Marines is the bad one.
Yeah, that's the that's
from the people
one.
that make Borderlands. So they basically never made a good game in their lives.
You don't like Borderlands?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Borderlands is not good.
I like Borderlands.
The best game they've ever made is probably like Brothers in Arms, Hell's Highway. But otherwise they're making like Aliens, Colonial Marines, and they
made that other game
and
that
Duke Nukem Forever and like other garbage.
Wasn't there a game that they were trying to make that was came out at the same time that Overwatch did? And it was like literally almost the same kind of idea, and so it got immediately annihilated.
Paladins.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
it's
a different company.
Oh, never mind.
It's also pretty different, but it got shit because people... The gaming discourse will label things as being similar in really shallow ways oftentimes.
Yeah, I just know it was like a multiplayer shooter kind of game that came out at the same time, which is unfortunate for any game like that because Overwatch just annihilated everything.
And it's also like a weird blind thing of like people ignoring the ways Overwatch is similar to TF2, but then being freaked out about how the similarities between Overwatch and Paladins is just a whole thing. But Shammy did a good video about like that, like Overwatch, Paladins, and Gigantic, where Gigantic was also labeled for being just like Overwatch, even though it literally had it was a third-person game and had different objective structures and everything, and it was a fundamentally different type of match in every way. But they were like, oh, it's kind of cartoony and some people have guns, it must be Overwatch.
I don't know where these panels are supposed to be. I try to keep up with all there's a lot of stuff going on in the video game world. And I've been MIA for a little bit.
Yeah.
So...
Spacebar zooms, apparently.
Oh, hey.
I don't know why, it's a little odd that it's spacebar. Oopsie.
Might be ignorant sometimes.
Am I crazy or is there... I don't think there is like a thing to help me know where stuff is.
This would be like my worst nightmare.
Is there a map? I can look up the biogauge in my biogauge, which is pretty funny.
What is this thing that I am holding?
Pilot the meerkat.
Now there's a meerkat?
Was there a vehicle back there I was supposed to get in? Whoops.
I like how they spelled meerkat with a Y.
I'm weirded out by the fact that they thought they had to walk me through
pushing that button?
Pressing a button, but not where stuff is.
That's a good point.
This is where a map comes in handy, just because the player is playing a character who knows where everything is. So no one's going to tell me most of the time in universe. But I don't know what's happening.
I like games and experiences where
the
main character is just as confused and like out of place as you are as the viewer.
It's a go-to thing for most narratives. Like
where am I? Every game that starts with like, where am I?
Yeah.
How did I get here? I do like that though.
There's a lot of forms of narration.
Connected.
There's a lot of narrative types that work that way because it lets you explain what's going on to the audience because the character needs to be explained. Oh, I was losing oxygen.
Oh, hey.
Glad we're alive.
I like it. It's like just like a bike pump, or like if you go to a gas station, what you use to fill up your tires.
I always like seeing the mechanical stuff in here. I like seeing overly elaborate mechanical things functioning in video games, and they have to animate all the little chunks moving around and stuff. That's always been a thing that I just get a kick out of.
Outer space definitely offers like the greatest opportunity for all these little
boop boop
over elaborate transitions.
I'm driving.
Declan, I am buckled in and headed to the solar panel array.
Well, now you've got nothing to do but listen to me.
Oh, I'm not playing.
Oops.
Just realized I wasn't controlling the game at all.
Today. Some fresh faces, supplies, distractions. Everyone's so on edge lately. I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining it. These dreams are starting to get to me.
Yeah, you're not the only one having strange dreams there, Ace.
You too?
Oh yeah. I mean, put yourself in my shoes. You log out after your shift, eat some rehydrated meatloaf, and bunk out for the night. But the second you fall asleep,
sounds terrible.
It feels like you're back at your desk and you hear the static again. Calibrate, more static, calibrate, then something sounds different. It's a pattern. You start decoding it. It's gibberish, but the static keeps talking. It wants you to hear the symbols.
Ooh.
Keith, let's make a pact right now. Or if we start having over elaborate dreams that like mean something, we're gonna tell
and are,
each
like,
other.
linked to each other.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out and then figure out if we're cursed or something.
Feels like I haven't slept at all. All right, I showed you mine. Now lay it on me. Dreams, nightmares.
Fantasy.
I like how we care so much about his fantasy that we skipped over it.
Sorry.
Like, what was your dream about? Fade to black.
Tell me all about your secret fantasies.
Anticipation is killing me.
Oh yeah, dude, I ship them. Oh my.
I shit.
Oh my goodness. They're on a lonely spaceship, all
Oh,
by themselves.
except for all the other people.
Well, you know, the one chick's the chess champion, so she's out of their league.
Literally, the chess league. Alright, I guess I didn't want anything from there. It's bothering me that the checkpoint, the text looks like, that's probably not. But it was reminding me, that was unnecessary. The font keeps reminding me of Dark Souls. That's probably not quite the right thing. Who needs oxygen anyway?
Elevator's not working. Someone must have borrowed a power cell. Declan, I'm heading up to the perilous rocky pathway. Power cell for the elevator is missing.
Have fun. Oh, hey, just got an update from Commander Wilcox. Landing site preparations are underway. Also, she told me to clean up my shit at the comms tower. She didn't want to scare off the new recruits.
I like Josie.
More like Commander Won't Cox. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You know, that's one of my favorite things about the Alien, is like their banter always came off as like really real
The
to me.
solar panels are definitely desynchronized.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes when you see like games like this, their banter seems like
If I'm quick,
there's not enough curse words. I feel like they're not really talking.
Yeah.
batteries.
No, the first movie just looks like a bunch of co-workers hanging out, just dealing with their bullshit, and then they all start getting murdered.
Yeah, that's how I like my
Is
movies.
taking power cells from my solar array. Declan, who was out here last?
Probably Lucas on some errand for Volkova. They're always up to something weird. Creeps me out. I have never met a normal botanist.
I have never met a botanist.
Need power. You've never met a botanist?
Probably not. I mean, not someone who makes a profession out of it.
Oxygen. Opa.
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 There's the solar
Air.
panels.
Go in the box.
Now ship me home. That's in Prey Moon Crash. That's one of the things. You try to get 5 people to escape from this like devastated alien-infested station, and every time they escape in any of the 5 ways they can escape, that way is taken, and you have to try to get the other 4 people to escape the other 4 ways. And one of them is you just put somebody in a fucking shipping crate and fire them at the planet, at Earth, and
Hey,
just hope
man.
for the best.
Whatever works.
Listen, it's a real bad time in that
Whoa,
space station.
Declan, a whole section of the scaffolding here has collapsed.
Oh, it was the witch!
Oh, that.
Or we had a minor quake recently. You know, take your pick though.
But, you know, he should be more like
that doesn't
concerned.
look like how that should explain. That doesn't look like it was taken down by a quake.
Well, his initial reaction was to make fun of you for mentioning it.
Yeah.
But honestly, you should be like, oh man, really? How bad is it? Like, you think you should just be like, oh dude, probably the earthquake did it. How bad is it? Let's talk about it, because that seems like a problem.
A lot of video game characters treat being an asshole like that's a personality.
That's how I treat it.
Just gotta look for a power cell. I think this game might have a heavy emphasis on wandering around.
Everyone knows though, if you're like the asshole character, you have to have like a heart of gold or something. Like you've got to be like,
Or you die second.
my mom never loved me or something like that, and have some sort of sympathetic aspect to you. So people like are like, oh, that's why he's an asshole. I can like him
or
now.
you're just an asshole. Like the guy with giant teeth from Starship Troopers.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, that's true.
There was no secret
That's true.
reason he was great. He was just an asshole the whole movie. And then he probably died, but I don't remember.
My favorite asshole is Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, because he's just an asshole and there's nothing redeeming about any of the characters at all. But he's great.
I swear to God, our life is a tiny loop simulation. the video I was just watching was talking about Always Sunny.
You know, Keith, maybe you and I just talk about the same realm of things.
Yeah.
Upon meeting Keith, I knew we immediately
it's-
had a very similar realm of interests.
Maybe it's just that we talk about too many things, so something's gonna come up.
Yeah, ew, quit talking to me.
Where the fuck is my power cell? Is it down there in the valley?
In and down the valley. In and around the...
I thought we were on Mars.
Yeah, well, you saw stuff that was fallen.
That's... Okay, okay, no.
You wouldn't have
I think
died.
this is the Dark Souls font.
Oh, yeah.
I think that actually is the Dark Souls font. I'm like, why does it look so familiar?
In and around the...
I thought we were on... Yeah, Mars has low gravity.
Something to something.
You should be able to go hop off a ledge that's a little too much for normal life. I'm also not sure if that was a deadly fall in real life, but I don't think it was a deadly... Oh god. How far back are we? I get out of this and I'm back at the fucking base.
Oh.
Like, no, I have to listen to his dream again.
Oh no.
It is... My life's a looping dream.
Man.
Oh, the dialogue's playing again. Oh, I love it. Everyone loves it when
He's
this
gonna make fun of you for talking about the witch again.
Not if I don't walk up to the scaffolding.
Update from Commander Wilcox. Landing site preparations are underway.
I have to hide all my shit because I got some scary shit. Shit.
Shit, baby.
Shit, baby.
The solar panels are definitely desynchronized. I'll have to connect with my biogauge to rotate them. If it's quick, there may still be enough
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
recharge the overnight batteries.
You've seen Django Unchained, right?
This is the correct way to go down. There we go.
Yeah, use the elevator.
Django Unchained?
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Django Unchained with Jamie Foxx.
Why do I feel like... I don't know why I don't recognize that name. I remember Django. I just don't remember it being called Unchained.
I don't think everyone just said Django because it's catchier.
The D is silent.
Well, yeah, the Unchained is silent.
My favorite part of the movie is when the lady gets shot in the doorway and flies the wrong direction through the doorway.
I don't think I ever noticed that.
Martian eagle.
I can't stop noticing it.
What I was gonna say though is that last part.
Wait, I probably don't want to take that out. It's how I get back up. Oh well.
We've had problems with elevators in games in the past. This might be another problem for us. But no, at the end where Jamie Foxx like opens the door, and I think his girlfriend's name is like Brumhilda or something.
Yeah, Brunhilde.
And she's like in the bed, she's like turned away from him, and he opens the door and he's like, "It's me, baby." And then she like, her eyes light up and she turns around. It's my favorite baby in probably any movie ever.
Baby.
It's me, baby. I was like, oh my goodness.
Hey, we're back at it being in a helmet for now. Yeah, no, there's the part where they're... Oop.
Oh.
That's probably fine.
Don't know. Thought I saw someone. Don't see anyone now. Let's just get this done. Lucky I brought along a power cell.
It's that scene where they're like, say goodbye to Felicia for me or whoever. And then she's like, bye, Felicia. But it's like bye, that's not the meme, it's like bye Miss whoever her name is. And then he shoots her and she flies perfectly like perpendicular to the doorway out of the room, even though it's not the direction the bullet trajectory was, so it's just cartoonish.
It's fine. In Kill Bill, the part where all the crazy 88s die, their blood shoots out like water fountains.
No,
that's not how that would work.
Whenever he does something that doesn't make sense, it's on purpose.
I love it.
It's cheesy. Because like they totally like tied a rope to her waist and just pulled her out of the room in the direction that the room's in. Period. Because it's supposed to look like a cheap stunt in the middle of this expensive movie. Geological survey, my people.
133 souls. I've collected 133 souls.
This is a very Jesus. This is Dark Souls. Hey, they're using Calibri font. I'm a nerd.
I know.
I like the title. Like, hey, it's Calibri.
We all know, Keith.
I like Calibri. It's so clean.
I want papyrus, please.
No.
Can I get wingdings?
Get out of here, Avatar.
I want some wingdings.
I was so mad when Avatar was the biggest movie in the world and it unironically used a title written in papyrus font.
Not to be like weird again, but I was actually watching a video on Avatar today.
Team same brain, am I right?
I don't even like that movie. I've honestly never seen that movie either, but I knew immediately that I wasn't going to care if I had missed it.
It's got the giant combat knife, though.
Did Lucas think I wouldn't notice something missing from my outpost? Lucas Van Buren, Employee of the Month.
That's a rich asshole last name.
Van Buren.
Van Buren.
This is Lucas. Seeing as the living quarters of this facility have been your makeshift storage area, I have placed a few of my own non-essential items in this space as well. I have therefore enacted a more secure protocol for the locking mechanism for the quarters in question. As you have access to this location on a habitual basis, I have allowed you to unlock privilege without password protection.
Asshole.
I request that you please do not disturb my items, as even though they are non-essential, they are in effect my possessions and aid me in my endeavors. Thank you.
Dr. Van Buren.
Solar panels are becoming a consistent issue. The power conduit logs the dip in power when the automatic sensors stop working and shuts down, triggering secondary batteries. Manual calibration seems to work fine and the panels turn and track the sun. Only remaining option is a coding issue, and nothing I can find in the manual helps with troubleshooting. Honestly, the extra EVAs are great for clearing my mind. Eva.
Ava.
Opa.
Get in the Ava.
Feels so cramped doing maintenance at the station. Looking out the window isn't the same as standing there on the sand. Even if I'm just scanning and turning knobs, it's scanning and turning knobs on Mars. It's real. With everyone. We both the same fucking inflection. And with everyone bitching about my sleep issues, self-included, it's,
he's got problems
nice
sleeping
to feel
too.
like I'm getting away. Almost don't want to log the issue, but yeah, power might be important. Not gonna lie, I don't know if we're gonna make much progress at this rate. But hey, we're 50 minutes in. That's a let's try, more or less. It's a space game. You do a bunch of maintenance around a space station, and then eventually monsters probably chase you.
And then space.
And you see a bunch of Lovecraftian, unspeakable horrors, which, as you might imagine, are going to be very speakable because they're rendered in a video game, which really limits their ability to be like some crazy, cool surprise.
Well, if human is the thing, is like if human beings create it, then we obviously can fathom it. The whole point of like some of the Lovecraftian stuff is like the writer can't even fully explain it.
Yeah.
And you can't see it because it's a writing. So you can picture
I've been so far very underwhelmed by Lovecraft in video games.
Yeah, because you can't. It's a whole.
It's like here comes tentacles, unspeakable tentacles.
I still think Junji Ito does
he gets closest.
The closest.
Considering he visually represents that stuff, like some of the Uzumaki stuff goes so far where you're like, oh Jesus Christ.
Because the concepts themselves are, no one else in the world would think of these concepts, so they're the closest to being unfathomable as I can fathom.
Yeah.
Because no one else would come up with this shit except for him.
And even then, he had to slowly build to that for the entire Uzumaki book, basically.
Well, a lot of the, just to
get to the weirdness by the end.
Yeah, but there's weirdness throughout that I'm like, I would have never come up with that as a scary concept. A spiral as a scary concept in general.
The number of Lovecraft games I've played, so many of them were like, there's tentacles, or maybe an unbeatable monster that chases you.
I have seen tentacles. Those exist in my world.
I think there was...
In and around the lake.
Up here, I think. I'm trying to align these guys, right? So now I've got an extra power cell. What?
I'm thinking
Where's my power cell?
About JoJo's.
Where's my power cell?
I don't know.
What?
Did you put it in the other thing, right? Did you not take it back out?
I thought I took one power cell out of the elevator, then went inside the structure, then took the power cell out of the inside of the habitat. So then I had two power cells. Then I put one back in the elevator so I'd come up here again. Oh. So I thought I had a power cell to then deal with my objectives. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh well. Well, this has been Moons of Madness, y'all. We've given it like an hour.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you to the developer for sending me a code so I can preview their game.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, like always.
Thank you to Mr. Leahy.
You can check this out in the description. There's a link to the page if you'd like to play the game yourself. And I'll see you guys next time.
Me too, baby.
I'm a shit, baby.
She, baby. See ya.
Oh no, unspeakable horrors of gravity.
I hate thinking about gravity.
Thump, thump. I hate when my eyes do that.
My eyes do that every morning.